And Greece has as many fame points as I have. I don't know how the other three ran away with it. They might be fighting each other. Although, I don't think Ghana is. Ghana hasn't met them. Well, at the time I didn't have the influence. Now, though, is another matter. Right, I was going to change my civics, because I have not done that yet. So the first one is Divine Mandate. Going for the Faith was flipping pointless. We're going to cancel you and change now to
Why was this even a question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
Then we're going to do army composition. We're going to go with, I think, conscripts. Because we are in an area where we are going to have a high population. I just want to be able to build lots of units. The other thing is, I think I'm going to double down with the science. So going into the Middle Ages, I think, if we can, we should try and get another science tech nation.
This should improve efficiency and camaraderie. But it'll probably cause a lot of complaining.
I don't think I care about any of those whatsoever, with the exception of assimilated peoples, because it makes you super towards homeland, which will increase our military.
They may have more to offer than just their weapons. Assimilation does seem practical.
Codified laws puts us towards progress.
Just imagine, once you discover writing, you can literally throw the book at them.
And I don't particularly care about authority, so leadership will leave alone. Okay, so we just adjusted our civics quite radically, which I think is going to make our civilization better. Except for the fact that we are losing stability. But we're building a holy site, which will fix the stability issue there. What about in Sipar? Sipar is going to genuinely be a problem. So we need to get that built before this drops. Which unfortunately is in 2 turns. Next up, I'm going to start buying stuff from Ghana. No, I'm not. Because everything that Ghana has is bought from someone else. Alright, I'm going to start buying some more stuff from you, Quill. Except I'm not, because we still have a crisis.
I would
What
not
about
put
Egypt?
myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
Egypt has no resources whatsoever. Egypt 7th. Okay. Leadership can get you +1 city cap. And where am I going to put it?
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
8 turns? I thought we had that down to like 3. Oh man, this thing's taking forever. And your stability is going even worse. Ah. Don't even have that many districts. It's just because the attached houses. In fact, the only districts you have are the 3 astronomy houses. Yes, Sipar is now rebellious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the 600 to get that built quickly. You're going to go up to 34. You are now safe again. Meanwhile, Babylon. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. 6 turns. Population still rising nicely. Wait, Babylon? Oh, for Pete's sake. I miscalculated!
Your empire becomes one of the giants, astride the globe. And what will you do with this power?
We're still fourth. And green has suddenly gained a bunch of stars. Formalising the rights, obligations and responsibilities of citizens through laws and local administration permits the application of long-distance political power through non-violent means. We got the Legionnaire, her Praetorians. And we got the Discover Imperial Power first. Nice. Right, let's finish you off. Then get Philosophy. Probably Craftsmanship. And these guys don't by any chance happen to upgrade to Praetorians? No. We'll upgrade to Pikemen. Trade expedition's done. We can now get transport galleys if we wanted to go sailing. And a science star. Cool. Question, expansionist. Yeah, we could try and pinch this from Shen if we wanted to. No, it is admin centers. This does seem like the most ludicrously overpowered ability. I have to say, I don't particularly like it. Are you aware of the government civic triggers, and if not, do you want us to tell you? No, please don't. The Empire's reputation as an oasis of learning and knowledge grows, but thank you for asking. Together with the reigning peace, philosophers from faraway lands flock to your cities to exchange ideas. One has studied the great fiery visitor in the heavens that rises and sets without fail every day. They have proven the sun is a vast orb, a vast distance from our world, and not a celestial god. Should you open your people's eyes to these new vistas, while seeing as we don't care about religion in the slightest, we're going to go with enlightened.
Reaching the end of an ideology axis isn't extremist. Think of it as being focused, yes? Very goal-oriented.
And we are going to have a revolution in 8 turns. I haven't seen a revolution before. That's fun. Something a bit different. Two turns is fine. Akamar will enter the sphere of influence of the Greeks soon. There we go. Built. Your war support's dropping. Ghana is accepting a trade. And you have silk available. How much? Oof, that's expensive. That one's less so. More production per maker's quarter. Geez, Kerma is a long way away. Thebes is there, Memphis is there? Huh. But it looks like pretty much everyone has just 2 cities. This is a very crowded world.
Debate and discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
It's about as fragile as ransacking. Probably send like a scout unit as a throwaway to interrupt it. Except you have to win the fight, don't you? Yeah, true. They must be assimilating people, spending their influence. By turning casual questions on matters of existence, values and reality on the topic of fully fledged study, cultures can better understand the world and themselves. So I have that extra city slot now, which I don't really need. Mounted warfare rhetoric. And we are once again falling behind in the fame game. But we are no longer having a revolution. We have recovered. 4 more turns until those stone rings are done. Annoying. Very annoying. Sipar gets walls in 2 turns. And we are a third of the way through this game. I think once we've done this, we probably want to build a harbour and see if we can get some exploration done. Because just staying here is not going to gain us anything. Huzzah! 2 turns, short on food. That's not good. And I can't build a district to do anything about that. It takes 10 turns. This will take 10 turns. That'll be an awesome last minute save. I mean, yeah, we could go after Assur, which has actually recovered their population incredibly fast. Quill is out of our ability. Egypt might be doable, and going after Shen might be doable, except for the fact that Shen is allied to Quill. I'm getting another osmosis event. These happen way too often. By progressing the myriad arts of culture and individual endeavours to skilled crafts executed with knowledge and training, true quality can flourish. Scientist star. Was that the 3rd one? No, 2nd. One more. There it is. Right, so if I click on you... How do I convert? Map of the Heavens. The Empire's achievements in the sciences are already a matter of great pride. Now, a bright, industrious woman hailing from the Empire's most renowned centre of learning, Babylon, has presented you with an atlas of the heavens, dividing the stars into constellations. Their wheeling nature, once the domain of the gods alone, now approaches human comprehension. How should it be used? We can militarise this and become more towards homeland and gain vision range, or we could get more science. This one I'm going to militarise. I want that homeland skill. Melissa Riddle, thank you very much for the 13-month resubscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support there, Melissa. Thank you. Alright, seriously, how do I convert? Anyone know? Because I'm completely dwarfed by the others. And in fact, this green religion is taking over everyone. Green is what Shen is. And it looks like Quill is falling to the green too. By shooting for the stars. How do you militarize astronomy? By shooting for the stars. I like it. Alright, let's look this one up. Humankind convert state religion. Changing state religion will lead to a stability penalty for all cities for a few turns. During those turns, the player will not produce any faith. The followers will be converted to a new religion. Yes. If a religion different to your current state religion has 20% or more religious influence in one of your territories, it is possible to change the state religion to this new religion. I was going to say it might be because they don't have 20% influence, but they definitely do. Maybe I have to click on their religion? No. Is this a rare thing when you have absolutely 0 followers? Maybe, but we've had 0 from the start of the game. I don't think a single person converted. Ever. That's not true. We do have followers. Let's do a reload. See if that kicks things back into gear. Patchy codes. Rukabulu. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. Something is clearly bugged out here. We're building the harbour. Ah, you've got the stone walls now. Good. And actually, to be honest, I think I would be a lot more comfortable if you had stone walls too. Once the harbour is done. That's done in 5 turns. Population drop in 7, that's fine. Sipar's on a -1 in 268 turns, but it takes you 3 to get the flood irrigation. And then after this we can actually get commons quarters now. Man, our stability is terrible. This will help. Should probably have focused these a little bit earlier. There seem to be quite few luxuries in this world. Or at least they're not very well distributed. Sipar converted to a new religion. Cool. See, the Harappans have actually already completely finished their religion. +5 money on luxury resources, +5 stability on garrisons, +1 combat on friendly garrisons, war support if they refuse demand, and science and cultural wonders. That's true, I could also do wonders. Are any available? No. Silly question, really. Three more turns, and then I get the harbour. 5 turns until starvation. You should fix this next turn. Goes from -1 to +9.
To harness the power of water itself in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
Equipping mounts with armour and riding them into battle with sword, bow, lance or axe. Bearing riders is an expensive but effective strategy. Requires horses. Don't even know what those are. And that's not just me, Mordred, saying that. Okay, so your stability is now fine. Yours, not so much. So once you've built the walls... Does the harbour cost stability? Yes. That should be a pretty hefty food boost. But I think what I want to do is put another farmer's quarter... like here. Maybe down here. Down here would be more productive. Oh, plus I also want to build the ship. Yeah. 3 turns until... Oh, right, yeah, but you finish that next turn, which should give you a bunch! From -4 to...
You have built a first harbour to construct and launch the vessels of the Empire. Time to stock up on champagne bottles.
Let's have you on science. Oh, Ghana just invested in me. Cool. Okay, so Sipar is finished all of its constructions. Unfortunately, you still have really, really bad adjacencies. Don't want to put the Commons Quarter next to the Astronomy House. That doesn't benefit me. Commons Quarter should probably go there. So we need to do a Farmer's Quarter on one of these. Maybe here. Except I can't afford that because I don't have the stability for it. However, I can now get the aqueduct, which will give me another 20 stability, which is another 2 districts. That solves that problem. That solves another problem, because it means that the rivers are now way more effective. And then we're going to put a farmer's quarter here, so we get access to that river. Okay, Sipar's sorted. You would not really benefit that much from flow. Yes, you would. I was going to say you don't really benefit from flood irrigation, but actually, yes. Yes, you do. You have some massive rivers over here. And now your population is once again growing, so is yours. But we need to be a little bit careful because you're not going to be able to support all of this. So let's get the artificial reservoirs done, then the aqueduct. Alright, cool. And the other thing you need to do, build me a boat so we can go exploring. Unless I get a better boat, which I can with the foreign outpost, the Quadrireme. So once we have a rhetoric, let's go for foreign outposts and then siege tactics, and then we're actually done with the classical era. So where can we get the next fame points? Science we're going to max out soon. Money we're never going to get. Population we might. Buildings we should. Influence, I mean our influence is now starting to rise a bit. The wisdom of others. Your merchants trek the world, reaching great markets in far climes and selling your highly prized natural riches for much coin. Conversely, your empire sees many traders from distant lands visit the plazas with their goods, their wit, and their provocative ideas. When their knowledge contradicts the wisdom of the elders, it raises the question of, who should you trust? So the elders' wisdom is more science for researchers. We are the Babylonians. Our researchers are already amazing. We want to be emphasizing that fact. So unfortunately, this knocks us back towards tradition, which is a little bit of an unfortunate.
It's important to know where you're going, but it's good to remember where you came from.
Why not get the boats first? It only takes a turn, does it? Oh yeah, we can do that.
With a first ship, you can protect your interests far from home, and maybe redefine what those interests are.
That's unclaimed. it's an island chain, but it's an island chain that may lead to other things. And we can get there. So can the Egyptians. We have the transports. What's cheap? Make you in a turn. Two production, one production. So you really want to be making your way over to here. In fact, you could even have... Oh no, we don't have horses. Never mind. I mean, we can buy the horses from Shen.
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
I would still like to buy the silk from you. Buy the cheaper one. If we get trade going with Shenrir, it's much less likely to cause problems for us. Now I'm kind of eyeing up Egypt and Assur. Rhetoric researched. As citizens congregate in public spaces, demagogues and others, the arts of persuasion paving the way for more formalized instruction and entertainment. There's the science star. We're getting more osmosis. Oh yeah, we are being overrun. I need to be producing a lot more culture. Which is done, sorry, influence, which is done with the Commons Quarter. And also the theatre. Having theatres everywhere would certainly help. Your stability is now skyrocketing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check the Victoria City. So I still don't know what it does. Where are the ruins? I don't know. Nope. Well, Sipar's getting attacked. Babylon is getting its walls. And you are on your way up here to claim that. And probably set up our third city. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. We're starting to see a little bit of an area where we can expand. Okay, it was a good move going to sea. I'm glad we did that. Especially as this might well be a bigger area. Much bigger. You're just a pentaconta, that's fine. Don't go that way, that would be rather suicidal. A toxic institution. A philosopher from the city of great thinkers, Sipar, has come to you with troubling news. Criminals and other undesirables working at the mercury mines are being poisoned. Lack of coordination, impaired speech, and weakened muscles are common symptoms. In worst cases, the quicksilver substance leads to horrific deaths. She wants to study the effects safely. What is your decree? So we can study this. We get learning in Sipar. Disables all effects provided by the district. For how long? I would imagine for 10 turns. Ten science is a lot more than the science would ordinarily be producing. Which is 2%. Which is 12. So no. Oh no, it's not. That's 10%. So it's... like 2. We're good. Oh, that's an army. So Shenrir is on the move down here. Might be trying to claim some of this stuff. This might even be the new world. It's huge. Alright, we have got to secure this. Babylon gets its walls in a turn. Sipar gets its food in a turn. That's going to be a really big boost for both of those. And there we go. So unfortunately the classical era has been a pretty quiet one. We're only 1 star away from leveling up, which is good because we are 2 techs away from finishing this. So what's next? Buildings. We need 3 more buildings. This is actually kind of looking like the new world here.
The pastoral English. Leave them to their farms and everything should be fine. And maybe get rid of the yew trees.
So nice to hear from you.
Okay, so the Huns are starting to do a little bit of saber rattling once again.
Perhaps we...
And now I think it is time to call Quill's bluff.
I find your proposition...
Okay, fine. So Greece is at war with me. We now need to defend. And on that note, I am going to take a quick break. So because we started half an hour late today, I will continue streaming for another half an hour, but I just need a 3-minute break. So I'm going to run an advert while I'm not here, and then we'll go for another 30 minutes or so. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. If you need to take a break, if you need to stretch your legs, do what you got to do, then do so. Now's your opportunity, and we will resume 3 minutes.